What did your father do when you were a child that you didn't like? I was 13 when I realized just how much one small habit of my dad's could get under my skin. He had this thing he did whenever he thought I stepped out of line. He'd take my phone. Not for a set amount of time, not after a serious talk, just take it. Sometimes it was because I sighed too loudly. Sometimes because I didn't move fast enough when he asked for something. And sometimes for no reason at all. He called it discipline. I called it control. At first, I accepted it. What else could I do? He was the parent, I was the kid. But the older I got, the more it frustrated me. I wasn't rebellious. I did my chores. I kept my grades up. I respected the rules. And yet, no matter how hard I tried, that phone could disappear from my hand in a second. It wasn't just about losing the device. It was about the message behind it. You have no say. And I hated that feeling. So one day I decided to flip the script to, if he could take away something important to me without warning, maybe it was time he learned what that felt like. For my dad, the thing he valued most wasn't a phone. It was his cigarettes. They were his daily ritual, his comfort, his non-negotiable. So the next time he snatched my phone away just because he felt like it, I waited until he wasn't looking and began my mission. I checked every pocket of every jacket, every drawer in the house, even the glove compartment of his car. One by one, I collected every pack I could find and hid them in a box in the back of the closet. Then I sat back and waited. It didn't take long. Within an hour, the calm in the house turned into chaos. Cupboards slammed. Closet doors opened and shut. His footsteps got louder and faster. "Where are my cigarettes?" he demanded, storming into my room. "I know where they are," I said evenly. "Then where?" "I'll tell you when I get my phone back." For a moment, he just stared at me like he wasn't sure whether to laugh or yell. "You can't do that. You do it to me," I said. "Now you know how it feels." We stood there, locked in a silent standoff. Finally, he sighed and handed my phone back. I gave him the cigarettes. A small victory, but it felt huge to me. And it didn't stop there. The next time he took my phone, I did the same thing. Each time, his cigarettes vanished until the phone returned. At first, he tried to outsmart me, hiding them in the trunk of the car, behind books on a shelf. But I always found them. Eventually, he realized it wasn't worth the fight. Bit by bit, the habit faded. He stopped grabbing my phone over every little thing. And when he did feel the need to take it, we actually talked about it first. Looking back, I know I was just a kid trying to take back a little control in a situation that felt unfair. Maybe it was petty, maybe even immature, but it worked. It made him pause and think before treating me like I didn't have a voice. It forced him to see that his actions had consequences too. Now, years later, I understand what was really happening. It wasn't about the phone or the cigarettes. It was about respect, about showing each other that even in a parent-child relationship, boundaries matter. That day, I learned I didn't have to stay powerless. And he learned that control isn't the same thing as parenting. We laugh about it now, both of us a little older and a little wiser. But I'll never forget the look on his face the first time he realized his cigarettes were gone. The same mix of frustration and disbelief I used to feel when my phone vanished. And in a strange way, that silly little act of rebellion changed the way we understood each other forever.